Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent. And if you do like the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It's been a little bit since we've spoken about Zilliqa. Let's talk about what's happening, what's going on. Some of the professionals are saying that the Zilliqa price prediction is extremely bullish above 13.45. So once it breaks above 13 cents, I think we can see a very large movement happening. And I mean, one of the most undervalued projects out there in the marketplace. And for those of you that don't know, Zilliqa is a blockchain project that was built to create a platform that enables smart contracts development. The developers wanted to solve the scalability challenges that many existing projects have. So scalability refers to the number of transactions a platform can process per second. It solves this by ensuring that transactions increase as the number of miners increase. And that is a very, very, very important point. So for example, if it has about 2,000 miners, it automatically creates 10 sub-networks of 200 miners. Today, the use of Zilliqa and dApps building remains small compared to that of the Ethereum, Solana, and the Binance chain. So where can we go from here? I mean, it is only really the beginning of Zilliqa, and Zilliqa will be something that in 2021, 2022, and 2023 continues to grow and grow and grow. But we have a point that needs to break. Breaking above a particular 13 cents 45 will then see the price action kick off and the Zilliqa bull run to officially begin. Now, Nasdaq acknowledges Zilliqa ZIL as an altcoin with solid potential in 2021. I mean, we're not talking about Crypto Serpent. We're not talking about some random guy on TikTok or YouTube. We're talking about Nasdaq has acknowledged Zilliqa as an altcoin with solid potential in 2021. Now, I don't know about you, but these people know a thing or two, and I have to agree. When I found out about Zilliqa, I went all in on learning about it, understanding it, what it is, how it works, read the white paper. These are all things that you should be doing anyway. And I know I talk about it every single day, but if you're going to be invested in something, you need to know what you are invested in. Otherwise, you will run into the problem of not understanding just what it is that you hold, and that is so crucial. Now, the list that Nasdaq talked about was the Basic Attention Token, Chainlink, Chia, Chills, Hollow, VeChain, and Zilliqa, all mentioned by Nasdaq. And as Nasdaq has gone on to go, Zilliqa has become the first public blockchain to implement sharding, which is a way of partitioning the spread of the the storage and workload across a peer-to-peer network, so that each node isn't responsible for processing the entire network's transaction load. Instead, each node only maintains information related to its partitions or shard. Game changer. And that's why the transaction speeds on Zilliqa are so good, and it can do so many transactions. That is probably the most important aspect of all this. So Polaris Sports has announced an exclusive NFT collection in partnership with Zilliqa. Now, we know that Zilliqa is massive in the NFT space, and it's only going to continue to grow. So the actual network itself is very much invested in the NFT future, and Polaris Sports, a leading athlete commercial rights representation firm, has announced that it is entering into a partnership with Zilliqa. So very, very, very cool. And I can see Zilliqa in the future having such a cool brand that everybody knows and everybody recognizes. And so in 2021, not so recognizable, but by 2023, you will know what Zilliqa is. Even if you don't know anything about blockchain, but you are into sport, you will know about Zilliqa and its NFTs capabilities. The other thing that I don't mention too much about is the Zilliqa Capital. And Zilliqa Capital is responsible for going out there and finding the projects that can be invested into to be built on the Zilliqa platform. And so I think the Zilliqa Capital is a phenomenal incentive by Zilliqa to get out there and find projects that it can build upon and get moving on the Zilliqa platform, which ultimately will improve the Zilliqa pricing. So if you haven't, follow Zilliqa Capital on Twitter. Lots and lots of information on it. And then on the website as well, tons of information about what they're up to, what they do, how it works, and the sort of team that is involved, the investor portal. Everything is on here that you can find out about them. And I think, look, me personally, I'm a big fan of this project, but I'm a fan of the project because I've done the research. And again, do the research. I cannot stress that enough. Do the research. It will pay off in huge dividends no matter what project you're into. And again, it's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. but I research a lot, and this thing is going to be a force to be reckoned with in 2021 and beyond. Let's jump into Atani. Let's see what that tells us. All right, so inside Atani, what we can see here at the moment, this is looking at the daily chart. We can see that there is a clear break in the daily of the uptrend from the MACD point of view. And I think this is only the beginning of what will be a very nice rise. And we know that NASDAQ and those professional traders have said that we need to go above 1345. And above 1345 will really kick things off and get underway. So very, very exciting, not far away from that at the time of making this, and maybe by the time you're watching it, we've already crossed it. So very exciting indeed. Now on the hourly, we had a dip recently, and now we're just about to, cross again into a bullish pattern. But really, you got to zoom out with this stuff, right? So you can't just rely on what is going on an hourly. You got to zoom out and get a better picture. So on the 4 hour, they are getting closer together, but they haven't touched, and I don't think they will touch at all. On the 12 hourly, we can see that there is a clear break between the MACD of the bullish signal. So the bullish signal is very strong, and even from an RSI point of view, we're not even in the middle yet. So plenty more to go. And like I said, on the daily, it is bullish. So for me, all the signals are pointing towards a bullish segment. And from here, I really think that we can see the price rise very, very nicely. But let's check out some drawings. What do they tell us? All right, so let's kick things off with, back a couple of weeks ago, I spoke about the key support levels, and all those support levels have upheld very strongly. So from support perspective, we are as strong as ever to kick off the bull run again. And while every coin was impacted by what occurred in May, Zilliqa held really strong. Now, what can we see the future as? Well, when we look at the Zilliqa versus the Bitcoin charts, this is where it gets really fascinating. So there is so much room to grow, like so much room to grow. And we're talking about, going towards into 2022. Don't be surprised from here if you can see a 700 to 800% rise in the Zilliqa price action within the next 12 months. And I know that 12 months seems like a long time to go, but look, 8x from between now and early 2022, I'll take that. And I think it's one of those coins that I do highly encourage you to not sell too much of it throughout the bull run, because as we go into 2022, 23 and beyond, there will be a force to be reckoned with. But I mean, from a Bitcoin perspective chart, there is so many levels yet to break, so many good things to come out. And I think NASDAQ and all them coming on board right now and mentioning Zilliqa is positive, but there is just so much more to come as new things, new projects come out on Zilliqa, and there will be so many updates that we'll be bringing throughout the month. Zilliqa is definitely not going anywhere on the channel, because I do believe that as the coin begins to gain momentum, everyone's going to start talking about it. And for me, it's been really important to share the Zilliqa journey with you. From when I found out about it, which literally nobody spoke about. And as we head into 20s, 30s, and 40 cents mark, everyone's all of a sudden going to start talking about it. And that's the thing, by the time they're talking about it, we've already been in since the early days of the 5 cents Zilliqa days. So plenty more to come. And I do see a $1 Zilliqa. I even see a $1.50 Zilliqa throughout 2021. So if you did learn something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.